Okay. So, Sam, quickly explain to me, why is double shield so strong? Why is double shield so fucking strong? Explain it to me very quickly. Just like in like 20 words. Explain to me why double shield so strong. Angle control. Okay. So there's a lot of really good answers for this, but my favorite answer to this is consistency. Consistency. Your phone just went perf. That's all right. So double shield, the best compositions in this game usually revolve around the composition being consistent, right? In double shield, you have virtually no fucking downtime. That's why the composition sucks. Orisa shield goes down, you can use kinetic grasp. Once kinetic grasp goes down, you can use fucking Sigma shield. And then once that, Orisa gets her shield back. And then Orisa's shield's gone, then she fortifies, and then you throw back another shield for Sigma, and there's always uptime. There's always uptime in double shield. So, when you're playing Sigma in double shield, Sigma, you need to have a little bit more of a brain in double shield than Orisa. You need to have a little bit more of a brain than Orisa in double shield. So, when you're playing Sigma in double shield, you need to actively be looking to use your shield to block the off angles or key angles that the enemy team wants to have, or blocking healing from the enemy team if the enemy team pushes up too hard. Okay? So, you should never be throwing your shield up mid unless if you absolutely have to. You should be using it only to block the off angles. Like, right here, off angle. If you really wanted to, you could throw up shield right over there. If you really wanted to, just to be safe, throwing up a shield right here so nobody can use it. So no one can use this off angle. That's something that you could do, but typically I don't do that unless if, you know, there's someone shooting you from that angle. But as soon as you, like, if you would have had the shield there, Ashe wouldn't have died. Kephrii wouldn't have fed. Right? You know, the Hanzo's over there using your Siggy balls to bounce it. So right now, you see Orisa just used Fortified, so I wouldn't use Kinetic Grasp because Orisa should be farming her next shield in the next 2 seconds, which is why this fucking composition sucks. If you guys were running a BAP, I would actually hate you. Good rock. Shield. If you have to, yep, Kinetic Grasp, because now they pushed. Look how fucking little of downtime this fucking composition has. It's disgusting. You're pushing pretty hard right now. You're trying to get a pick. You're overextending, but you're about to die. In this situation, you should just die. If you're extending over like this, if you're not actively moving out to live, then just die. Just try and walk forward and just die. Get as much ult charge as humanly possible and just die. Don't use this kinetic grasp here. Just die. Because all this is doing is staggering you more and more from your team. Oh my god, you actually lived. That Ana was clutch. Never mind. Never mind, that Ana was fucking clutch. I recant my statement. Oh, you know what? I respect you guys now. You guys see that they're not running double shield, so you get off double shield. I respect that. Coaching tip, if you see Havana, just dodge. True. Truing. Rock the Sigma, yeah. Good, 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 good. Good stuff. Stuff I'd all expect from a 4200 player. One thing that I see a lot from tanks at this rank. One thing I see a lot from tanks at this rank, from like the 4200-ish range, the reason a lot of tanks can't climb at this range is because they forget that they're tanks. They forget that they're tanks. What is the tanks? What is one of the top jobs of the tanks? What are you doing? What is one of the top jobs that the tank has to do? What is one of the top jobs that the tank has to do? Oh, nice hook by your hog. Pull down your shield and connect grasp. Yeah. Tanks need to tank. No. Tanks need to protect. So, a lot of tanks at this rank forget that they are kind of protectors, right? What you see, like a lot of like top level players, like I personally, damage mitigation, damage mitigation, but there's like a little thing that a lot of tank players forget to do, is even though it's kind of like the main thing that tanks do, like protection, you're just like, duh, obviously I have to protect my team. You're like, easy, protect my team. But there's a little subsection of that. With Sigma has such a large skill gap. Sigma can do everything. There's not a single thing in this game that Sigma can't do. Right? That's why I fucking hate Sigma. So, if you can use your kinetic grasp to save in Baptiste Immortality field, if the enemy team's shooting at the Baptiste Immortality field, save that Baptiste Immortality field by using your kinetic grasp and holding it over it, so the Baptiste Immortality field lives. Because if the Baptiste Immortality field lives, then everyone in the Baptiste Immortality field lives. Okay? So you're not only protecting your team, you're also protecting the assets of your team. Alright, bye, Saya. Yeah. So, a lot of tank players, like, even I sometimes forget. I mean, I know I'm not a perfect player. I'm obviously not. It's a lot easier, in my opinion, it's easier to coach than to actually play, because you can look at this from a third-person perspective and take your time with your thinking and, you know, meticulate your thoughts, right? So obviously, it's a lot easier for me to talk on this than actually to coach. But, nice rock. Rock that. Nice. So, what was I going to say? So, you need to be actively looking to try and protect your teammates. Like, yes, you're trying to take, control, maintain, and give space when having to, but don't forget that you're out here also to protect your teammates. Protecting your teammates is one of the biggest things. Like, right here, you're fragging your fucking ass off. Like, I love it. I love the fragging. But a lot of tanks do forget that they still need to protect. I don't mind the over-aggression, honestly. Right here, I do kind of mind it. So, if you were playing double shield, this would be a fine place for you to hold, but you're running this composition. This composition really thrives on you guys obviously poking and getting picks. So you're running a very pick-oriented composition. And so right now, you're not playing to the strengths of your team. You see that your team's set up over here. You basically need to try your best to enable your hog, because your hog is kind of the low-key carry of this composition. If you can enable your hog to do good things, if you can enable your hog to get a hook, doesn't even matter if it's a pick with the hook, as long as you can enable your hog to get a hook and force the enemy team to use their resources to protect whoever the hog hooked, then more than likely you will win the team fight. And if you can consistently protect your hog and enable your hog, then you guys will consistently win games, right? So right now, you should be working with your hog. You should be over here actively helping your hog to engage and to help him survive and protect him from being CC'd. Hey, thanks, Jubster. Thanks for the follow, dog. So this spot would be fine for double shield, because double shield works by you guys utilizing range and shooting and poking them from a range. But hog, you need to be a little bit closer. So in this situation, you should be poking at them from this angle, then rotate back this way. Right? And then play from over here and enable your hog to get that hook. So your positioning, I don't like your positioning here. Can I grasp? Just get out of there. Good use of the shit. Okay. Oh, the Zen dies here, right? Get out. Pull back your shield, pull back your shield, pull back your shield! Okay. So, I don't mind you. Alright, welcome back, Mentos. I don't mind you going after that Zenyatta. You should have killed that Zenyatta, because you know that you had the capability of killing that Zenyatta. I think killing the Zenyatta there is a great call. But holy shit, land your shots, and you did not pull back your shield. You have to pull back your shield. You can't just allow your shield to sit there. So, who do you see here? Okay, you're gonna go back a little bit. When you're coming out here, when you're peeking out over this little window thing, when you're peeking right here, what do you see? What'd you see here for a split second? Before you looked down, what'd you see here? What do you see as a Sigma player? Okay, so if you are playing to survive here, which I'm assuming is what your plan is, you're playing to survive here. You're not really planning to frag, you're just trying to come out here and do as much possible to survive as long as possible so your team can come back and recontest this, right? That's your plan? So, that's your plan. The best place for you to play on, you probably do this, but the best place for you to play at is right over here. Right? You want to be playing right around here and just really hugging this cart right here. Try and make it hard for this Widowmaker to shoot you, and try and make it hard for that Zenyatta to get that initial discord off on you. If you can avoid that initial discord from Zenyatta, then Pog. If you can't, unfortunate, but you want to be playing this side of the cart and really just trying to stay alive, build your ultimate and use it so you guys can potentially win this team fight. Which obviously we just saw you build it and use it, but that's just something for everyone else. So right here, you're getting pretty far away from the cart. So now, since you're pretty far away from the cart, literally everybody on the enemy team can shoot you, minus the Hanzo at this point in time. So if you were hugging this cart a little bit more, now you just reduce it from everybody to 2 less people, right? So you need to be working on hugging that cart a little bit tighter. Hug that shit just a little bit tighter. Don't get too far away from the cart. Okay, never mind. Okay. For everyone else in chat, the biggest brain move here that you could possibly do is use your shield to cut off the Zenyatta train healing. If you did not know this, if you use your Sigma shield to cut off LOS of Zenyatta Trank, it denies the people of healing. So, if you wanted to help kill the Sigma a little bit quicker, you should have tried to throw your shield here to block off the Trank so that he wouldn't get Trank healing, and then you guys could try and pick off the Sigma. Yeah, you should try and do that. You should try and actively do that more. I mean, that's a pretty high-end tech that not a lot of people use. I mean, it's very situational, obviously, but that's just something that you could have used there to help eliminate the Sigma faster. I would try and wait to use that rock for more counterplay right here. Whenever D.Va micro missiles at me, I like to put down my shield and eat it. Okay. So, why? Why? Why do this rotate? Okay. Well, I personally do not like that rotation. I don't like this rotation. I think that you guys should have stayed up on this high ground. I think this rotation's pretty bad for you guys. Because now you guys are voluntarily giving up high ground for no reason. You guys are voluntarily giving up high ground for no reason. And I know that you're 4,200, and I know you know this. High ground wins you games, so why give up the high ground to fight them on low ground? If you had Reinhardt, if you had Reinhog or whatever, if you were playing Reinhardt and you wanted to get down there and fucking start brawling and kick the shit out of them, then sure, I can maybe see it, even then I don't really like it. But right now, there's almost 0 point of you getting me off this high ground. Right? So, now, if you played up on the high ground, now you literally just win the poke war, because you get to pick and choose your fights, and if they come on the cart, you just win, because you'll already burn their resources. But you don't really have to use a whole lot of resources, while they have to use all their resources to try and touch cart. So, this is for everyone else. Don't give up fucking high ground, unless if you have to. This is not a time that you give up high ground. Oh no! Okay? Don't ever re-peek a don't try your best to not re-peek a fucking Bap ult. Try your absolute best. You guys win this without any ultimates. Without your ultimate. Pull back your shield. You have Sim shield up. You don't need to throw out your shield in that situation. Leave that baby diva alive as long as possible. You want to be the biggest brain Sigma player of all time? If you want to be the biggest brain Sigma player of all time, you have Flux. You want to hold this corner, right? You have Flux and you want to hold this corner. This is what you should do. This is how you win these games. You need to outthink the enemy team. You should not use your shield down here. Use your kinetic grasp. Get a bunch of shield from them. Throw your shield up for Kephrii. Use your Flux to pick up everyone off the ground and then have Kephrii headshot them. That would be the biggest brain play that you can pull off in this situation. Instead of you fluxing for you to get all the kills, enable your teammate by throwing a shield for him, throwing a shield up here for Kephrii, flux the enemy team, and then just have Kephrii go to work. And then you guys just GG win. Because Bap can't MR it, Bap can't MR it, they're up in the air, they're locked, Kephrii should be able to get at least 1 to 2 picks. So, here, you shouldn't throw your shield out like that. You should wait until you're about to flux. You don't want them to push too far in, so right here is right about the golden area that you'd want to flux them right now, right? So right around here, you want to make sure that you definitely pick up the soldier and the Bap, so then you can flux them up, throw a shield in front of Kephrii's face, flux them up, and then Kephrii kills them all. GG. Yeah, that would have been smart. But that's something you have to communicate with Kephrii. You want to wait for Orisa pull? That works too. Orisa pull works too. But I'm just saying, that's another thing that you can easily do that's extremely big brain. Positioning, teamwork, and my shield. Perfect. I love those. Good ones. I like them. Teamwork, at this rank, at some point you're going to become so mechanically proficient. At some point you're going to become so mechanically proficient and really good at like playing the game. At some point it's not even going to be a matter of like, oh hey, this guy's just better than me most of the time. It's just going to become a teamwork difference. And if you can get better at teamwork, then you can get better, then you will climb an SR. If you could work with your teammates at this rank, you will fucking climb. And if you put the time and effort into it, obviously. Using your shield. I would use your Connect Grasp to shield your Orisa forward. Or protect your Orisa going forward from the Hanzo headshots. So you see the Hanzo's over there. You don't want to continue. You want to move back! You're lucky the Mei has wall. You're being too aggressive. Remember, Sigma is supposed to use your shield to block that off-angle damage like that. Use your Connect Grasp. Ah! I didn't know they had a Sigma. I thought they had a Diva. Oh, they must have. Oh, unlucky. Alright, pull down your shield, Connect Grasp, move forward, cool. Dodge that, cool. Rock the Sigma. Okay, unlucky. You guys are just getting tucked on. They're just better at double shield. What is... Okay, decent res. Flux? Bait out Orisa? Bait out Orisa gold, then try and flux? I don't like that rock. Wait until... So, another thing is that you're not doing is you're not using your rock for counterplay. You're just kind of yeeting out your rock and be like, oh yeah, I have rock. I'm going to just yeet it out and hope I get value with it. No, you need to yeet out your rock with the intention or with the intention of getting value. Have a plan with your rock. Be like, oh, once Sigma uses Connect Grass, rock him. Or, hey, I see Genji engaging, rock that bitch. Oh, hey, I see their Bap out of position, jumping in the air, rock that bitch, whatever. You're not really using your rock for counterplay. You're just fucking chucking out rock quite often. Okay. Why would you re-peek that? Okay. You're peeking window also too much. Like, you re-peeked that window voluntarily for a second there. You're peeking window too much. Window is just something you do not touch. Window is like, once you see window, you're just like, you got the scabies. I don't want the scabies. I don't want to touch that bullshit, you know? That's rough. Good job. Okay, it happens. Destroy bongos. Nice. Pull your shield, pull your shield, pull your shield. Because you didn't pull your shield. Because you didn't pull your shield there and you got too aggressive without your shield, you immediately died. You fed. If you would have had your shield there, then that would have been fine, but you didn't pull back your shield. Which once again is something that you need to work on. If you're not actively using your shield, pull your shield. Why ult here? You know you're about to lose the fight. Unless if you're ulting so you can swap to ball and touch point. But you probably could have moved backwards. Okay, get off point. You did your touch. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know how you guys won this. Wow, you guys actually won that. Wow. Right there, you should have just got your touch and then got off. Got your touch, get off. Instead of just doing that slam there, because you know that they have a Zenyatta, and Zenyatta absolutely eats your ass every time, so. Okay, you have Nano. Pulling. Okay, why'd you look away from the pull? You saw your Orisa pulling, and you looked away from the pull. Once again, you need to be better with your teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, especially at this rank. Teamwork means so much more than what it ever does in almost any other rank. If you, like, most people at this rank are mechanically similar, why'd you feed here? There's no point of you running over here and feeding. You should have just tried to live and try and get more damage done. I don't know why you fed here. What is that rock? You're just wasting rock. So, like we were talking about before, how I said sometimes you need to use your kinetic grasp to protect your teammates or assets. Perfect example of an asset that you should be using kinetic grasp to protect for. So once the shield goes down, they're obviously going to try and take it out. You want to use your kinetic grasp to protect it. Can guarantee you that they will be shooting at it as soon as it breaks. Yeah, look at that. So you should have stayed over here and used your kinetic grasp to protect that bongo. Nah. Wait, why'd you get off high ground here? I bet the comms are fucking crazy in this game, to be honest. I do not disagree. So, you use your kinetic grasp too early. You jump off high ground for no reason. Should have stayed up on high ground, protected that. My god. Gale needs to fucking tell you when he's about to nano you. Try not to use kinetic grasp when you nanoed, because, you know, he will be doing more with, unless if you absolutely have to. Kill the soldier, kill the soldier, kill the soldier, kill the soldiers, kill the soldier. The soldier gets a kill? The soldier gets 2 kills? The things I want you to work on is teamwork. Try better to work with your team. Number one thing is try your best to synergize with your team. Try your best to think outside the box. Be like, oh, I can do this with my teammates. Oh, because we have this character, I can do this with him, right? Think outside the box. Be a big brain Chad. Be a big brain Chad. Think outside the box. Okay? So teamwork. On top of that, using your kinetic grasp or protecting your assets on your team. Like we were talking about, using it to protect Lamp or even bongos, right? You just try your best to protect those things, because those things provide so much value to your team, so you really want to try your best to protect them. And 3, positioning. Don't give up the high ground if you have the high ground. Obviously, we all know high ground wins games. A couple times there, you botted and went off high ground for no reason. So, Do you have any questions, comments, or does anyone have any questions or comments, concerns? Anything?